So hi guys, I'm Mayank Goyal and he's my friend Himanshu Gupta. So now we will learn how to create a chatbot. So over the next few series, screen share. Over the next few YouTube live videos, we will be replicating how this our kAIron website works. So I will just show you how this bot behaves. So currently, like suppose if I say hi, now I will get these three different options how to like business solutions, explore our innovative features, and connect with our team. So suppose I click on business solution and we select industry we are looking for, e-commerce. So we can get a particular solution what we can provide. It will just take a little bit time. Yeah, and you can overview it, and accordingly you can book a demo also. So we will cover this part today. So over to Himanshu. Now he will be saying how to create a bot. So
So basically, it's a website bot for our own website. So I'll show you from the start how we're gonna go about it. Well, this is our website app.kairon.com where you can come. So I'll start up by signing up. So you'll get a link in your email where you can verify your account and then you can log in. This time. So as soon as you log in, you'll reach a screen where you can onboard your bot. We can do the onboarding process. I'll show you how to do the onboarding process. Let we are making a bot for let's say Samsung. So we can go Samsung, and then let's get started. It'll create a digital assistant for you, like a basic assistant for you. Just give us a minute. Okay, so let's say the website is. We'll pick up the
अपनी वेबसाइट पकड़ ली.
example. You can customize a bot, like what type of bot it is, what you want to name the bot, what will the welcome message, the colors and everything. And what you can, when you reach this screen, what you can do, you can pick the test script and you can paste it in the console of your browser to test that how the bot is going to look on your particular website. So I'm just gonna. So you'll not be working on this bot. I was just trying to show you the onboarding process. We'll be making a bot for this website. This is our website. So this is an ongoing series. This is the first video of the ongoing series, uh, where we'll try to replicate this bot, uh, and me and my colleagues will try to explain something or the other in the coming videos. So this is the first video. Today we'll be working on two elements basically. One is widgets, one are widgets, and one is multiflow. So I'll kAIron.
YouTube.
So once we come to the screen, we have the screen. Now we have to start making a bot. Okay. So if you can see here, like what's the first thing that you say to a bot when you arrive? You say hi, hello, or something like that. So when you say hi, what is the message that's coming? There's one message and then there's a list of options. So the first thing that we're going to build is this. Whenever you say hi or hello, whenever you give some kind of greet message, there should be a list of options. So, so here we are. We have three stories already present here. The greet is already present. So whenever you try to say, just give this a minute. Yeah. Whenever you're gonna say hi to the bot, it's gonna reply with either let me be your AI assistant or I am your AI assistant. These two options. If you say anything that's kind of a greet, hello, what's up, hey there, things like that. And so basically, it's on in simple terms. I can tell you there are two things. There's intents and there are utterances. Intent is the what is the intention uh, of the user of the customer who is using the bot. So my intent is saying hey, and what is the utterance? Utterance is the reply that the bot is going to give once it knows what's the intention of the user. So
Yeah. So what we are doing now, like here we can see, uh, here we have three menu system. For now, this YouTube live, we will be giving you only two menu system, how to configure two, and then we will be proceeding over to the next flow. Like when we click on the kAIron business solution,
good.
kAIron business solution, like all the menus I'm receiving, like for the industry's purpose, like e-commerce, healthcare, or SaaS, which sector you belong to, like suppose media and entertainment. I clicked on it, so it gives a related information about this particular yeah, domain. Now, if you like what are possible solution we provide, you can book a demo directly. So what we will doing in this YouTube live, we will just be configuring two menu system, and we will proceeding with the yeah, our this one business solutions. So Himanshu will be configuring this part. So suppose we will first will change the grid part.
Delete the
Now
story. Make a new story.
story name only.
Q&A.
Okay.
So we'll be deleting this story, the greet story, and we'll be creating a new story as per our requirement. So what Mac is doing?
Grid.
Hmm. So what is the intent? The intent is the intention of the user. So let's say greet. So whenever someone says something like this, then what do you need to do? We need to give an utterance. Utterance is the reply of the bot. So we'll create an utterance. It's gonna be utter greet. We have utter greet. Will let me be your assistant and things like that. And then we'll give you a list of options. The list of options, there were three options. For now, for the demo purpose, we'll be giving you two options. Let's say, let's create an utterance.
Grid options.
Utter options. Yeah. So basically, what is an option? We have what are widgets? Widgets are basically whatever what you can have in utterance. Let's say someone says hi and you want to give a link of a YouTube video or an image or a video link or an audio link. There are many options. For now, we're going to use list. We have three things on our list. We have business solutions,
Connect with the team.
that's okay, and then we have connect
with our team.
connect with our team.
Our team. Now you can
So
see.
basically, after someone says hi, you're gonna get utter greet. The bot is gonna reply with, "Let me be your assistant." And the next thing that you're gonna get is the options. There will be two options. Okay. So let's say this is the greet. I'm gonna save it. Now what do we see? We see that once you select an option, you according to the selected option you have to proceed ahead. So for now, so basically there were two options for us. We had business solution and we had connect with the team. So for business, we'll make a flow for business solutions. Like Mayank will do this.
Okay, so suppose like for business solution, I can name it as business solutions, and I provide an intent business solution. Okay, sorry. Okay, now I add an intent business solution. Now it will be the training example, like for business solution, we feed as a training example. Business solution.
So what's a training example?
Like the user queries, the possible user queries are considered as a training example, so that the bot can classify like which particular intent the user want to trigger.
So basically, whenever a customer or a user talks to the bot is supposed to know which story it is supposed to trigger or which story it is supposed to go to, which flow is it supposed to go to. Let's say if the user say business solution, then the bot should know that which part of the what it should go to, which solution it should provide. So this is the part where you tell the bot that if the user says something related to the examples I'm providing, it should supposed to go to this flow. So you can see that Mac is giving intents that are somewhat closer to each other, and you can also generate some training phases accordingly.
Now I have added few training example like what kind of possible business solution we provide, or I'm looking for business solution, or the with the content list content like business solution. I have provided as a training example, so that when the user clicks on this one, suppose here, when the user clicks on the cater business solution, it's considered as a training example for the different intent.
So basically, it'll know which flow it should go, and it's gonna go to that flow.
Okay. Now we'll provide a drop down, all the possible domains we cover. So business solution options.
So now we're gonna consider three options in the drop down. It's gonna be e-commerce, SaaS, and healthcare. We provide more solutions. You can go to the actual website and visit it.
It's added. Now I will be adding a drop down. I think which one is the drop down? Yeah, this is the drop down. So I will name it as business domain. Let's see. And the next here we have to provide the next intent we want to trigger. For now we have not configured next intent the bot should trigger. So for now I will provide a dummy on business solution, and I will provide a slot name like all the values which the like when the user clicks on e-commerce, the value stored will be e-commerce. So I have to save it in a particular variable. So we saved in a slot. So I didn't configure this one all yet. So I will provide a dummy one here also. So I will provide three options: e-commerce.
Basically, whatever options you're gonna select is gonna save to some variable. That variable is a slot. So for now, he's saving it to a latitude slot, uh, and we'll configure it later to a different slot. And also, the intent that's gonna get triggered next is when you click on the drop down, you select a option, and when you click submit, what is the next flow that's gonna be triggered? That's the intent.
Okay. Now here I provided three options: e-commerce, SaaS, and healthcare. So now the this configuration is completed. So I will just save it. Now I have to save. Now I will be creating a new intent so that when the user clicks on a particular drop-down option, which the next intent should be fired. हाँ?
Created a new story.
हाँ स्टोरी बना यहाँ पे ओके मैंने यहाँ पे एक बार क्रिएट कर लेता है ना बिजनेस domain. Let's name it as business domain, and we will create a new slot so that we can save the particular drop down value. So for creating a slot, we have to go to the components page, and here you can see slot. Now I will create a new slot. I will name it as domain, and I have to keep it as categorical. Like it can have possible values like ecom.
Basically, it's the slot is a variable where you're gonna save your value.
And I will turn it on.
It can be a number or a text or something, but right now it's drop down. So drop down can have three values as of now. So the type of the slot is going to be categorical, and we're gonna provide the dummy values we're gonna save.
Okay. Now I will update the our dropdown accordingly, like for the intents we have configured. You can see it over here.
We
This
want
is
after
from
the submission of the drop down, we want business domain intent to work.
yeah. Yeah. Now I will be creating a multi-flow story so that I can cover all the possible solutions we provide in a particular story only. So that we don't have to create different stories for different solutions we provide. So I will be naming it as
So basically,
domain
after this, we can have three options. We can have
solution.
healthcare, e-commerce, and SaaS. But rather than creating three flows for three different part of the flows, we're gonna make one story, and that's gonna trigger whatever part of the slot is needed.
So I will be creating a passive action just to passive बनाते हैं ना, business solution value. I will be checking all the values we are storing here. So suppose I read as business is equal to slot of ना क्या था business है ना
slot का
हाँ
business domain.
business domain domain था ना
Sieve domain.
yeah. So we are reading it over here business domain and we will just provide a response.
Basically, we are creating a py script just for a backup. We need to check what is the when you click on when you submit your drop down is the values getting stored in the slot
Properly
or
or
not.
not, yeah, properly or not,
That's
the
it.
correct value or not. So I will just add it over here and I will connect this node to this one. So yeah, I will saving this one. Now accordingly, I will differentiate all the three different flows we have. So suppose I will add this slot. Okay, just a second. Yeah. So I have to maximize the screen for once. Okay, so for slot, you can see it over here, the domain value is here. So I will click the value ecom and I will save it. Now I will create a new slot.
Basically,
Same
this is the part where we are trying to
determine the flow. Next
determine
flow.
which flow it should go. If you're gonna select e-commerce and then click on submit in the drop down, then it's gonna trigger the business domain intent as we have mentioned before, and then it's gonna go to PyScript action, and then it's gonna determine which flow it should take depending upon your selection.
Now I will connect this node to all these three.
Accordingly, when it knows which flow to go, you can select what you have to do after that flow. If let's say if someone has selected e-commerce, then it will go to the e-commerce flow, and once it comes to e-commerce flow, what you need to do next is upon you. Let's say he's gonna give utter e-com
Ecom. Okay, now I will create three utterance just to cross check ecom.
health.
SaaS and health. Yeah, now I created this three. I will be adding this
We are adding to
three.
just to check that is it going in the right flow or not.
Yeah. Now I will just determine, like suppose I am in ecom.
Basically, there are a lot of options that you can do
Hmm.
after you come into a flow. Let's say you come into an ecom flow, you can create an action, you can call an API, you can let's say give an email response. You can do a lot of things, but as of now, we're just trying to determine is it coming to the right flow or not. And as we move along in this series, you'll get to know about different actions, about different things you can do on this platform, and you'll actually get to know what are the capabilities of the bot.
Okay, now I didn't provide any training example over here. So when I train it, it will raise the issue. So just for clarity, I will add a training example. Now the main agenda of adding a passive action over here is like first of all to see the slot value, and like we can't create a multi-flow after an intent. So we need an utterance or a particular action so that we create a multi-flow story. for this purpose, I have added this PyScript action over here. So like for now, this is our flow is completed. So let's train it and we will see how it works. So I think everything is completed. Connect with our team configure now.
So before training, I'll tell you the whole flow. So let's say user comes and says hi. Now the bot has 5 options where it can go, what the flow should be. So since we have given a lot of training examples in greet, it'll know that the greet is the intent where it should go. So it'll come to greet, it'll go to the utter greet, it'll say hi, hello, I am assistant, things like that, and then it's gonna give you 2 options: business solution, connect with your teams. For now, we have worked on business solutions. So in business solution, as soon as you click on business solutions and you give your user response, give your response, it'll go to, it'll try to determine where it can find business solutions. So it will find it here, intent. So it has different kind of intents, different kind of training examples. So it'll get to know what is the flow. It'll come here, and the next thing will give you utter business solutions. That is basically the drop down. So once you come to a drop down, there are going to be 3 options for you: e-commerce, health, and SaaS. And depending upon what you choose, it, I'll tell you. In this, we have selected the after submission, what is the intent that needs to be triggered. So once it's triggered, we have selected this business solution as the intent, business domain as the intent. So this will be triggered, and depending upon your choice of SaaS or health, it will go to the following flow. You can do a lot of things below, but as of now, we're just checking is it going to the right flow or not. So I'm going to train the bot, and in the later series, you'll get to know what all other things are available on the platform and what all capabilities are there on the bot.
Chat up is for the thing. It's not valid. Yeah, like if you have any queries, related queries, or you want to opt for kAIron, you can just click on this Discord link. It will be pasted in the chat, or you can visit our website. kAIron will be there. kAIron website with the link.
This is the website. If you have any doubts or if you need a solution, you can go there. You can book a demo, and our team will connect with you.
So it will take a while to train the bot. I think it will take around
It's gonna take
3 to 4 minutes most probably. Let's see. So if any queries you can ask in chat also. We will be happy to entertain. Let's see.
So basically this is the first video of our series that we are starting. In the coming weeks, like around every Tuesday or Wednesdays, uh, 1 or 2 of my colleagues will be uh, trying to maintain, create the same bot.
We'll enhance the same bot, like it will at the end it will its functionality will be same like this bot.
They'll show you how to
Like you can also check out how this bot works. You can test it out and see.
they'll show you about the actions, how you can change the appearance of the bot, how you can do different things with the bot, how you can broadcast, how you can configure different channels and things like that. Live.
अच्छा.
It's gonna take around 3 to 4 minutes. If you guys have any doubt, you can ask in the chat.
Like and subscribe.
Okay.
I think most of the training will be completed. It's taking much more time than expected.
It usually takes 2 to 3 minutes if it's a simple bot, and depending upon the complexity of the bot, it takes time.
Generally, it takes time when it's a multi-flow story. Yes.
Slow queue.
तो ये होता है YouTube पे।
विंडोज की लाइव है तो खराब होगा.
अरे यार इतना टाइम नहीं है। Yeah, it's done.
So the training is done. Now we can basically test our bot. Let's say I say hi. It usually takes up to 5 to 10 seconds. Okay. So I'll explain it with the flow. So basically, this was the intent hi. Then it gave you the utter greet. It replied you with something, and then it gives the options. Let's say select the first option. So as soon as I select the first option and I click on submit, it basically goes here.
Domain.
It gets to know that someone is trying to go to this
Particular intent.
go to this particular intent business solution. So as soon as we come here, we know the second thing. The next thing is a drop down. So we have a drop down. Drop down has 3 options: e-commerce, SaaS, and healthcare. Let's say we go to e-commerce and we say submit. Okay, it has worked. I'll show you how. So you have selected e-commerce. So when you are here, you can see.
दूसरा story.
Explain. See, when someone intent name, this is the intent name that's going to be triggered when someone submits, and this is the slot where the value will be stored. So the intent that's going to be triggered is business domain. So as soon as I click on submit, the business domain intent will be triggered. Just give it a minute. So business domain intent will be triggered, and business domain intent is followed by a PyScript action. Sorry. Yeah. Business domain is followed by a PyScript action. What is in PyScript action? In PyScript action, we're just trying to check what is the value of the
Slot.
what is the value of the slot, what is the value it has stored. So as we have selected e-commerce, it has stored e-com. So it gives a bot response of the slot, that is e-com. And now we know that now it has to go to the right flow. It has to go to this flow. So if it goes into this flow, because we have selected e-commerce, it should give us the utterance
E-com.
I am in e-com. And as you can see, it gives the exact utterance that we need. So basically it's going in the right flow. So
Yeah. So this is how widgets and like
basically there are a lot of widgets and
you can use other widgets also like forms and buttons, but currently we use drop down and the content list.
Yeah, as we move ahead in this series, our colleagues will tell us about difference. Like you can see, there are actions. So let me just give you an overview. Actions. So you see, the most used things will be action. We have API action, we have email action, we have Google actions. We can go to
Prompt action,
we have prompt action.
transcript action, and database action are the primary users.
We have different kinds of actions. We have different kinds of users in our of our platform, of our bot. We can broadcast messages. You can deploy it on a website. You can basically do a lot of things actually, but it will be covered in the later series of uh, se- this series. We're trying to keep it short, so in the
Over the time we will show you how you can make it LM driven, so that like you don't have to say hi and everything. Like directly you can say I'm looking for e-com solutions, so it will go to that particular flow.
basically you don't need to every time, like let's say as a user I can ask anything to a bot, so you don't need to configure the
Training
bot.
samples
Yeah.
for every particular user query. The LLM, like from the prompt action, we can cover everything we need.
So that will be covered in the later series.
So
And if you guys have any doubts, you can ping in the chat. We'll be there for the next 2 minutes. And we have a Discord channel where you can contact us for anything. And we have also have our website if you need anything. Thank you.